horizon, pale and patient, casting long ribbons of light across the quiet shore. Aphrodite stood where the tide met the sand, the ancient shell resting warm in her hands. It felt alive, as though the sea had lent it a heartbeat. Each pulse echoed faintly through her, stirring memories she did not possess. She lifted it closer, listening, not with her ears, but with a deeper sense that had guided her since her first breath. The whisper she'd heard the night before lingered, wrapped in the salt-laced air. The one who rises must one day return. The words unsettled her. Gods were not meant to belong to anything but themselves. Yet the sea, the very force that had birthed her, seemed to disagree. A soft rustle of wings broke her concentration. The horae appeared at the edge of the dunes, their robes trailing morning dew. They approached with caution, as though the shoreline itself had become sacred ground. Lady Aphrodite, Eunomia said gently, Zeus grows concerned. You left Olympus without word. Aphrodite closed her fingers over the shell. I was called. Dike exchanged a glance with her sisters. By whom? The sea, she answered, or something within it. For a moment the horae said nothing. Even these timeless guardians hesitated when the ocean's will was mentioned. The sea belonged to no single god, not even Poseidon entirely. It was older, deeper, a remnant of the world before names. Irene stepped forward, studying the object Aphrodite held. That shell. It carries markings we have not seen in ages. Aphrodite traced the symbols with her thumb. They spiraled in patterns that seemed to shift if she looked too long, as though the shell remembered tides from forgotten eras. I feel as though it knows me, she whispered. Eunomia frowned. Perhaps it is best to show it to the others. Knowledge shared is danger divided. Aphrodite felt the instinctive recoil. The thought of placing this relic, this piece of her own unknown origin, in the hands of the Olympians tightened her chest. They would study it, argue over it, claim it. They would turn its mystery into a weapon or a warning. No, she said softly but firmly, not yet. The horae were loyal, not intrusive. They bowed their heads in respect, though their worry did not fade. As you wish, Dike replied. But be cautious. When the sea stirs, it does so for reason. A wave rolled in, touching Aphrodite's feet. It lingered longer than a wave should, as though reluctant to retreat. When the sisters departed, the beach fell silent once more. Aphrodite held the shell to her heart, and the warmth inside it swelled until she felt the faintest impression, like a vision glimpsed through water. A city beneath the surface, lights that shimmered like the scales of immense creatures, voices speaking in a language older than Olympus, and somewhere within that hidden realm, a presence waiting, patient, aware of her. She inhaled sharply. The images faded, leaving only the rush of the tide and the cool spray of morning mist. Whatever awaited her in the deep was not a memory. It was a summons. Aphrodite lifted her gaze to the horizon, where the sky met the sea in a single silver line. For the first time, Olympus felt distant, the world beneath the waves, the world she had never known. called to her with a familiarity that should not have been possible. The goddess of love felt something expected threading through her thoughts. Not fear, not curiosity, recognition. The sea had not finished giving her form. It had only begun her story.